Hey everyone! As you may know, the X-Men 97 animated series is streaming on Disney Plus and picks up where Marvel Comics' original X-Men, the animated series, which ran from 1992 to 1997, left off, with the good guys trying to save Professor Xavier and the bad guys launching a war on humans.
X-Men collectibles have always been popular, and this new show has revived interest with all things X-Men cool again. We'll take a look at this action figure series, starting with the Marvel Studios Storm and Wolverine action figures from X-Men 97 by Hasbro.
Let's dig into this. Alright, and here we have the X-Men 97 from Marvel Studios and Hasbro action figures. We have Storm. Looks like she comes with a set of alternate hands. And Wolverine comes with a new head with his mask on. Also a folded down mask. Looks like you'd put on with removal of his other head. We'll figure that out when we open up these packages. And also a set of alternate hands. On the backs of these figures, get them in frame here, you can see the whole line of the first series of the Marvel 97. Or the X-Men 97, I'm sorry. Where looks like the whole series has Magneto, Wolverine, Rogue, Storm, Bishop, and Gambit. Those videos will be coming soon. But all sorts of technical information on here about the companies and all that. Not a whole lot. If you'd like to pause the video and read it, you're more than welcome to. But let's tear into these and see how they look out of their boxes. And here we have them out of the box. We'll start with Wolverine here, all right? So Wolverine looks just incredible. Holding my hand there so you can see. The detail on the face is nice. The claws are nice. They are made of a softer plastic, so don't have to worry about too many stab issues. Let's see here. Let's take a look at his back here. Very nice. The muscular details is really nice. But let's get into his articulation. All right, for the head. You can spin that head 360 degrees around. No problem. I know it's kind of difficult to see on camera this way, but he can look up that much. And he can look down pretty well too. So that's nice. So get head tilt side to side a little bit. Not a whole lot. It is on a ball joint in the neck. Now, take his head off. Just your standard ball joint. And you can put that mask on there. Let's get that on there. There we go. Now you can have him pose with the mask back like he was wearing it. Or you can also swap out for his masked head. I'm not going to do that right here on camera, but gives you more options on how you want to pose your figure. All right, Wolverine does have kind of shoulder pectoral in and out. You can go in and out. So if you want to do like a lunging pose with his claws out, you know, take his legs back, you could do that. Granted, I know this is just a quick one, but you can go out that far, or you can go in nice and close. So if you want to do like a guard pose or something, you could easily do that. His arms, let's see here. Let's get him in, straighten these elbows out. His arms will straighten out about that much outside to side. Now they'll go straight down to his side too. He does have a bicep joint, so you can twist that around. That will go 360 degrees. He does have double elbows, so you can get those real nice poses with those elbows like that. So you can really get those up nice and close to him. His wrist, you can spin that 360 degrees. It will bend outward quite a bit. Let me straighten that arm out so you can see it a little bit better. And then inward, about just as much too. So really nice. Get that out of the way. He does have an ab crunch. So you can see he can really look down at something. And also backwards, he can go back about that far. So if you're doing a looking up pose, say at like a sentinel, you could really make that work. He does have a waist pivot, I'm sorry. So if you want to spin him all the way around, you can do that. But it does go 360 degrees. As for the legs, we have splits. He can do full-on splits here. As far as kicking backwards, he can go pretty far back, surprisingly. Kicking forward, he can go straight out forward very easily. He does have thigh pivot, so you can twist that leg, and both legs have this, and you can spin that 360 degrees, no problem. He does have double jointed knees. I will say, before going back on camera, I was loosening up the joints. The lower part of the knees were a little bit more difficult to get started, but once they go, they feel like they have a bit of a ratchet system. Oh no, let me hold it by the microphone so you can hear it. So it is very nice. So I mean, you can get some really nice poses with those knees. Ankles, they do have pivot inward and outward. So go in, go out. You can toe up about that much, not a whole lot, toe up. Toe back, you can go back and you can do a bit of a toe tip. So not bad. He does come with an alternate set of hands. The hands without his claws. So if you wanted to pose him with his claws in, you could easily do that. And they also have really good articulation. They just peg in like the head does. All right, let's move on to Storm. We'll do her hands first. So on the figure, when it came to me in the box, she has an open hand and a closed fist hand right on the figure. Well, it also comes with another open hand and another closed fist for the alternate hand. So if you want to have both hands open, you can do that. You can have both hands in a fist. So set those out of the way. Now, Storm has a cape, which limits her movement a little bit. I mean, if you want to do a flying pose, it's nice to have that. But her, I don't know. She doesn't want to put her arms up too high, which makes sense. All right. So she does have this plastic cover. It is a soft plastic over her shoulders. Oops, I got that stuck on her hair. But that does limit her range as well. So she can go full T-pose. It's kind of hard with that cape. There we go. All right. She can T-pose, and that also feels like it's on a ratchet system. Her elbows are only single jointed elbows. So she can only go, 90-degree elbow bend. But those are also ratcheted. Her arms can go 360 degrees around. It's going to be a little bit harder with the cape, though. Let's see here. Her wrists. She does have full wrist bend on both wrists, up and back. She also has elbow twist. I'll do it on this elbow. You can see this hand a little bit better. So, twist that elbow all the way around. So, all right. She does not have as much of an ab crunch. So you can see here, there is a separation. She can twist there. She can move backwards quite a bit. So, I mean, if you were doing a flight pose, you could do something. Let's get this on camera a little bit better. Let's put her arms down a little bit. So you can see she can lean backwards quite a bit to get a nice flight pose. She does not have an ab twist. She can also do full splits. Thigh twist as well, full 360 degrees. She can't kick back as far as Wolverine, though, at the hip. She can go straight forward, but unfortunately, her hiney has a bit of a flap there that just blocks any further back movement. She does have double jointed knees, and just like Wolverine, get that going. There we go. I mean, she can kick. I mean, that's really nice how far back you can bend that knee. But that lower part of the knee, be careful. I've noticed it's quite tight. Loosen it up gently. Her ankles can also twist in, twist out, kick toe up, quite a bit more than Wolverine. And I know with white gloves, it's kind of harder to see. But then also, she can kick down quite a bit more than Wolverine as well, which would be really nice for those flight poses. I just measured her off camera, but she stands at almost 7 inches tall, which is a good size figure. Wolverine is kind of nice because they scaled him. So he stands at just under, or just at 6 inches tall. So if you like to pose your figures for scale or have dioramas going, he will fit nicely with it. You know, he has the shorter stature, so that works out really well. As far as Storm goes, when you swap out her hands, her cape has these little loops here. So you're going to have to put the peg from the hand through that loop and into the arm to hold that there. It does not look like you can remove that cape. Yeah, it looks like there's some plastic under here that's holding it there. It's not something you can just remove and use it if you want or don't use it if you don't want. Once you take it off, it would be ruined. So, but as far as everything goes with this, Marvel Legends, as far as articulation goes, they're really second to none. There's so many poses you can do with them. On a scale of 1 to 5 for both these figures, I'd give them both, honestly, a 5. Especially Wolverine, with having the shoulders that move in and out, you can get some really cool poses with that. You know, lunging through the air or blocking. Really good ideas for him. Storm, she has a little less posability, but she's not a hand-to-hand fighter in the show, so she doesn't need to have it as much. She's going to be in the air throwing lightning bolts at people. I'd still give her a 5. I think they thought her through well. Overall, both figures, would I buy them again? I mean, Marvel Legends have run anywhere from $20 to $30 US. Oh yeah, I'd buy them again. They're great figures. They look great. They're going to diorama really well with other figures. I'd definitely spend the money on these again. Overall, I'll give them both a 9. 9 out of 10. I think they're good, solid figures. They don't weigh a whole lot, so they're not going to weigh down your shelves. And a little bit of fishing line, you can really get her in a nice flight pose. I think they're good all-around figures. But that's been the review on Wolverine and Storm from Marvel Legends X-Men 97 from Hasbro and Marvel Studios. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey, here's another DragonDen video you might like.
And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
And you can hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when our videos come out.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.